name's Brian Munt. This is a 93 GMC Sierra 2500 5.7 liter four-wheel drive extended cab. Working today on these fuel lines. Completely rusted out. Filter seized up. Used penetrating lube to no effect. I have a high quality hose, fuel injection hose. This meets CARB standards for you California folks, for low permeation standards. What I've done is I went ahead and installed actually two new fittings on the throttle body, and got those clamped in, and now I'm using all hose line from the fuel tank to the throttle body injector. And the same goes for the line. I replaced the line yesterday. So I've ran this through from the throttle body. You can tell the larger diameter metal tubing is bigger from the fuel pump, and the smaller one is your return. So what I did was I slowly cracked the fuel pressure by making a small incision in the return line, and then I went ahead and replaced it from a rubber section to another rubber section back behind the fuel tank. And I had this ran through right along the transmission tunnel, and I was careful to avoid the exhaust or the rear of the engine, which is typically the hottest. And am going to continue running this to the filter, which I'll be needing to apply a slit fitting on this 3/8 inch hose, and then it'll screw onto the filter, and I'll continue that on the other side until I reach my rubber hose on the tank, and I'll be good to go. Now the fuel tank is being supported by a jack with a few pieces of wood. I'm going to go ahead now and continue to remove the straps and slowly lower the fuel tank. I went ahead and disconnected the filler neck, which needs to be done before, otherwise you'll get hung up and possibly break something. These lines were so rusted to the point where as soon as I touched it, it snapped and started leaking. So, and someone replaced the fuel tank. You would have thought they would have filled the lines or put new lines in at the same time. I'm surprised they didn't break then. But it's in for a while. It's old as hell. So let's see what we can do here. And if you guys are from around the area, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, feel free to contact me, and I can help you out. Safety glasses are not only important for protecting your eyes, but as far as performance and doing so, small pieces of rust on these older vehicles can fall in your face and eyes. Even though it may not cause an injury, it's quite annoying. So glasses are really chill. I never used to wear gloves, but my hands get less greasy, and I guess that's nice. So I'm going to go ahead and I've loosened the bolts. Now I'm going to wrap it with a cloth, the thread, and grip it with a vice wrench so the bolt's not spinning while I take the nut off. Somebody had put new hardware on here, but it looks like the original straps. I'll go ahead and get a better view for you guys. Need a creeper. I have an oil can here for any fuel. This is the strap, and they're disconnected on the passenger side. There's the other one. Here is my jack setup. I could use a longer, stiffer piece of plywood also to span the entire length. Jack stands, and I'm going to continue to remove these.